became a CASA at first just because I wanted to give back. I wanted to be a part of the community.
I think what I get out of it is the privilege to see kids grow and develop.
The support that the CASA volunteer brings for the youth can be invaluable, that there are children whose lives are literally transformed.
A CASA is a court-appointed special advocate. It's a one objective person to make sure that all the pieces involved in that child's life while he's in care are working for that child.
And these are volunteers who are appointed by the court to serve as advocates for children who are under the protection of the courts as a result of abuse and neglect.
The CASA really represents the best interest of the child across the board.
We're basically the eyes and the ears for these children.
There are lots of cases where the CASA has really made a significant difference.
The CASA's role is considerably different from the social worker. My job is to represent the department, to represent the court's orders, and to make sure that the parents are able to follow through.
We kind of pick up on what these children's needs are. If the system is failing them, we speak out on their behalf.
There are times I may call the Department of Social Services to ask a question, or I may call the school to see if I could get a certain thing.
Communicating with the lawyers, whether you're communicating with the judge, social workers, you have a deeper understanding of the challenges that the social workers face, teachers.
They often advocate, even with me, to say there are services that haven't been discussed. There are services that this child needs that aren't ordered by the court, and they really go deeper and find out the needs of the child.
Their input is incredibly valuable. Sometimes I get information from CASAs that I didn't get from anybody else.
So the challenge becomes, I think, for any CASA to remain neutral.
When people come in and they're interested in working with children, they get emotionally involved, and that can sometimes blur their objectivity.
You're not there to judge, you're not there to make any decisions, you're not there to make any diagnosis, you're simply there to learn the facts and advocate for the child.
I lost my hat again.
It's just making sure that the child is safe and that all the pieces that are involved in that child's life are on track for the child.
As much as you're giving, I think you're getting back much, much more. You're walking away with just a life experience that's impossible to quantify.
Being a CASA is probably the best thing that has happened to me in the past year.
You play such a pivotal role in these children's life. You will find time. There's always time to do some good.